right, so welcome back to the third episode of We're In It for the Money. We have moved to the library recording studio in an effort to get a better sound.
Shh. Oh, sorry, we've moved to the library recording studio. Did you say Rudio?
Dude, a room studio.
That's Rudio is the guy from Pan.
Who?
Peter Pan. Hook.
Hook is from Hook.
Rudio.
I don't remember.
Rudio.
I never saw Hook.
You never saw Hook?
No.
With Robin Williams?
No.
That's such a good movie.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I've seen Jumanji.
Keep going with whatever you were talking about.
I've seen Jumanji with Robin Williams. So anyway, we're in the library now, so we gotta be quiet, even though we have our own room now. We got that VIP penthouse basement recording studio.
There's a lot of acoustic foam everywhere.
There is. It's very fun to eat. Doesn't taste too good. But you know what they say, there's an old Chinese proverb, you can improve the sound of the podcast, but you can't improve the show of the podcast. It went a lot better in my head.
It doesn't taste as good as the attic cotton candy.
All right, so once again, well, first of all, I want to give a tragic message that we lost our dear friend Sterling.
Yeah.
He was unable to dodge the bus.
Unfortunately, today, it was kind of a scheduling thing. He was unable to breathe when he woke up this morning and has unfortunately passed away into the other realm.
And hopefully we can I just want to see him one last time, Jack.
Well, he's dead.
All right.
Buried.
Mm-hmm.
Fast.
That was fast.
Yeah.
They didn't even dig a hole.
Well, force of the bus falling off the bridge just pushed him deep into the earth, and they just covered him up. It's kind of a 2-in-1 kind of thing.
Anyway, I was at the next stop, and I waited for a while. But
it was very inconvenient.
The bus never came. Anywho, like the last episode, we each went out. We got topics to bring to the table. And Jack, why don't you start us off?
All right. I'd like to tell you the story of a Japanese anime children's show called Bumpety Boo.
Bumpety Boo?
Now, the show follows a boy named Ken, just a normal kid.
Yes.
He finds a car. I'm going to start giving you the quiz now.
Oh, you're giving me the quiz?
I'm giving you a quiz about the show.
Yes.
Where do you think the car came from?
Ooh, can I have multiple choice?
No.
Okay, I think the car came from outer space.
I think the car hatched out of an egg.
Are you serious?
Yes. The car is a talking yellow car who hatched from an egg in the first episode.
Oh, we're binging this.
And guess how many episodes there are?
6.
Now, wait, let me preface this.
Uh-huh.
They came out technically within less than a year of each other. Like, all the episodes came out in less than a year.
So are you saying that means there's a lot or there's a little?
Take what you will.
I'm going to say there's a little. Are you going to nod or anything?
No.
Okay, so there's a lot.
I'm not going to nod.
There's 47 episodes.
There are 130 episodes of Bumpety Boo.
There are?
Yes.
How many did you say, 130?
130, and they're all real.
Uh-huh.
Now, what do you think this show is about?
Okay, so it's about a car who hatched out of an egg, and there's 130 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about the destination.
It is about the destination.
Oh no!
There is a guiding storyline throughout the whole thing.
Okay,
they're trying to get to someone.
Is there an evil wizard? Are we trying to get to Sterling?
No. This is the story of a car who tries to get to hell.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay. Well,
it's a kid's show.
There's your lie. Well, it's Japan. They have some weird stuff, dude.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's not unreasonable. Okay, so he's trying to get to someone?
Mm-hmm.
His dead mother.
His living mother.
Oh.
He tries to get to his egg mom.
His egg mom? Wait, so the car is trying to get to his mom?
Yeah.
So it's not Ken.
Which begs the question, where does the egg come from?
Oh, who came first, the egg or the pinto?
That's a bean.
No, it's a car, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the Ford Pinto that would explode.
Because it was shaped like a bean, like an Oscar Mayer car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of those lemons.
They're chased throughout the show by Dr. Monkey.
Dr. Monkey?
What do you think Dr. Monkey looks like?
Okay, so I'm going to say it's not a monkey. Oh, you're shrugging. Okay, so Dr. Monkey, he is, it's not racist, is it?
No.
Okay, let's see. Dr. Monkey is shaped, he looks like, I'm going to say, a giant chicken.
Dr. Monkey is a man
Uh-huh.
with a hat.
Oh. So not monkey related at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
There is no relation between monkey and man.
Well,
unless you believe in the myth of evolution.
Yeah, which we debunked on the last episode, so go and check that out.
All right. Now, they have car fights or races, but Bumpety Boo always wins.
So is it like a demolition derby or is it just
No,
a
it's
straight
just
up
a race.
Okay.
How does he win?
How does he win? Ooh, performance enhancing drugs.
Technically.
Oh.
He can increase his strength and speed by smelling flowers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's some sort of, there's some joke in there.
About like cocaine usage?
Yeah.
In a kid's show.
I'm not going to make it. Because I can't think of it. And in the end of the series, guess what happens?
Okay, so the car finds the mom?
Yes.
And?
That's all I know. It's very hard to find content about this.
Oh, so there's...
But
can we not find it on YouTube?
This leads me to the other thing I learned today.
Uh-huh.
If you go to Wikipedia and hit Control-Shift-X,
Yeah.
it brings up a random article.
Mm-hmm.
And if you click that for long enough, you will get to Bumpety Boo.
That's amazing.
That's how I got there.
I've never tried that. It's like a random WikiHow article?
Yeah.
That's
no,
so cool.
like Wikipedia.
Well, I know it's Wikipedia, but
Yeah.
that's so cool. I'm going to go try that for hours when I have things to be done.
There's a hyperlink to flowers. Does that... Oh, it just takes me... Oh. There's going to be special Bumpety Boo flowers. The catchphrase of the show.
Yeah.
Bumpety Boo. What it do? This came out in 1985.
Okay. So... so it's about a car who hatched from an egg.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's rehash.
Okay. Rehash.
What's the word?
Rehash?
Rehash. It's a yellow car
Uh-huh.
who hatched out of a regular colored egg.
Did he have like any siblings?
There are other cars.
There are other cars.
They're all weirdly
Bumpety Boo
round.
talk?
I was not able to find content.
Okay.
I found the theme song. It was pretty good.
How does it go? Sing like 5 seconds. And hopefully we don't get sued.
I think it was like... So he hatched out of an egg, and he can smell flowers to increase his strength and speed.
Mm-hmm.
He never loses a race.
No.
They're endlessly pursued by Dr. Monkey, who is a normal man.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah. Well, obviously he wants the energy that Bumpety Boo can harness from the flowers in order to power downtown Tokyo.
Well, actually, in this world, it's an apocalypse situation.
What?
After Tokyo has already been leveled by Godzilla.
Are you serious? No, you're lying to me. You're lying to me.
Guys, this was a signature Jack lie. That's 3 episodes in a row where Joe believed my lies.
I didn't believe you entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it's not an apocalyptic thing?
No, there's a dog.
There's a dog. Well, there has to be a dog in the show about cars that hatch from eggs and Dr. Monkey, who is the man with a hat.
He kind of looks like Putt Putt. Did you ever play Putt Putt?
The sport?
No, the game.
Is Putt Putt a sport?
Yeah. Well, it's like...
Putt Putt is a sport, but golf isn't. Let's see how many people that triggers.
Putt Putt is a slur for mini golf.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But...
What are some other examples of slurs?
Oh, no, thank you.
I heard you want to be on SNL one day.
Our goal for this episode is to be funnier than that podcast.
When they come back, when Joe's on SNL, I want them to think Jack is better.
Well, you are. I couldn't do this show
Como
without
se dice?
Anyway. Wow, you sound like everyone on the debate stage last night. Speaking Spanish left and right. That was quite interesting.
Guys, sound off in the comments below. Who are you voting for?
That's 3 reasons why. And if you're such a Bernie bro, name 3 of his albums. Bernie bro.
Let's not talk about politics.
Oh, okay, sorry. So Bumpety Boo. He the first thing when you mentioned him, I was thinking like a distant relative to Humpty Dumpty, who is an egg.
He is.
And he fell off.
Maybe Humpty Dumpty was the egg, and then Bumpety Boo was his internal organs.
Well, oh my God! If your internal organs could just expel themselves and form an automobile,
that would be the plot
of Bumpety Boo. Wow,
yeah, that's all I got about Bumpety Boo.
That's all you got. All right. Well, the Japanese shows they got some weird stuff. I was watching a video. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I just noticed the audio capturing program is counting in seconds.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't
look. Wait, that's more than a second.
No. Yeah,
1,
those are measures.
2, 3.
We're using
4,
what is this?
5.
Logic Pro X instead of Audacity this time, which we are new to Logic Pro X. So.
Is it gonna end when it gets to there?
No.
Guys, don't worry. The podcast's not gonna end. But if it does, what could be done?
I mean, it may that's just a statement about life in general. When it ends, Anywho, I just I miss Sterling.
He really brought us together. Here, let me try.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's like he's really here. Well, let's get him on the horn.
Uh-huh. We're gonna call him? We call him Sterling?
Yeah,
Anyway.
we'll get him on the horn. You do your thing.
Okay, cool. So what I was gonna say is, wow, Bumpety Boo. I want to watch a whole marathon of Japanese cartoons and be scared and traumatized. But I was
Hey, Sterling, you're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast.
Dude, you're
Yeah.
our first caller.
Yeah. What's your question?
My question?
Yeah. What's your topic?
My topic, I'm sorry.
All right, this concludes Sterling's 25 seconds. You have 4 seconds remaining.
Okay. I'm on the podcast.
Wow, the reception in hell is great.
Yeah. He's talking to better friends, I guess.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was watching a video about like it was like a top 20 video because YouTube has got all those videos with lists, and number 15 was this it was this show. It was a kid show, and it's Japanese, but it was live action. And it was like a deal where there was a host and a bunch of kids, but they would be wearing these shirts with like inappropriate words in English because it's like how we wear shirts with Japanese words on them.
We don't know what they mean.
We don't know what they mean, but they would have shirts that talked about like just nasty, horrible things, and then like sometimes they would just wear like a Nirvana shirt, and I guess they just saw the silly face and thought, "Wow, that's good for a kids show."
Yeah.
But that's all I have to say. Also, I would watch Boomerang all the time. Do you ever watch Boomerang?
I watched it in CC's Pizza sometimes.
Oh, CC's Pizza. Let's glaze past that. And
Ooh, do you ever have their glazed pizza? They break into Krispy Kreme upon nightfall and put their pizzas through the Krispy Kremer. Is that what it's called, the Krispy Kremer?
I don't know. That sounds like a villain. That sounds like someone who goes around town and just leaves traces of crispy.
Also, Krispy Kreme is a terrible name for a donut store.
My mom works at Krispy Kreme.
I'm not saying your mom has a dumb name, but it's called Krispy Kreme. That's like the Krusty Krab.
Insult my mom.
Diana is an idiot.
Mom, I love you.
Mom,
This episode is dedicated to our moms.
let's do the mom song on 3. 1, 2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Jack.
What? 12.
When I would watch Boomerang, there was a show called
13.
Oh my god. There was a show called Speed Buggy. Did you ever watch that?
Speed Racer?
No, Speed Buggy.
No.
I think it was called Speed Buggy. It was about this dune buggy who had eyes and a face, and he would race around, and he would talk like, and he generally scared me, but it was a good show. Also, Wacky Races.
Oh, yeah. With the guy who was
slapped.
like,
What do you?
What,
Dick
did he have a
Dastardly.
mustache?
Dick
Yeah,
Dastardly.
sure.
Yeah, he was the best. And he would. Okay, so every time, whenever they were racing, he would get so far ahead of them and then stop to lay a trap. And if he just kept going, he would have won all those races.
Did he win any of the races?
No, well, in the race where it was supposedly a 4-way tie between him and 3 of the other racers, like there was something where it clearly shows all of them crossing the line at the same time, and it's like, oh, let's look at the slow motion replay, and then someone like runs out to the front of their car or something.
It's like in Cars when Lightning McQueen sticks out his tongue.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
I guess you can just like extend.
If cars are
yourself.
alive, anything is allowed.
If cars are alive, then there is no God.
Yeah, what if you wake up one day and cars are alive?
Herbie is one of the harbingers.
Harbingers?
Hardies. Oh, I'm hungry.
The last thing you want in your Harbies is Herbie the car. Was there a tagline for Herbie?
Herbie the Love Bug?
Sure.
Lindsay Lohan's here for some reason. Oh, the Herbie movie. Remember, I was watching the Herbie movie. He tried to kill himself at some point.
Really?
Like, he did something, and it made everyone mad at him. And the guy who owned him was like, oh, no, Herbie's not in the garage. And he goes out looking for him, and he's trying to throw himself off a bridge. Like, he's just trying to drive over the guardrail. He's like, oh, Herbie, no! He's got to, like, pull him back on. It was dark.
Yeah. Speaking of moving cars, have you ever heard my impression of Lightning McQueen?
Let me hear it. Wow. That's Owen Carr Wilson.
Is that his middle name?
Yes.
Let the record show I'm fact checking.
Are you Googling? Well, Does this mean you believe me?
No. I want.
Oh, his middle name's Cunningham?
Ew.
Owen Cunningham
He kind of looks
Wilson.
like Chad Dillon Cooper from So Random. Or Sonny with a Chance.
I never watched Sonny with a Chance.
He was like
I didn't watch a lot of Disney
He looked
shows.
like young Owen Wilson. He was like the star of some soap opera. He was like the cool one, and they were the quirky ones because they were on the sketch show.
Oh, I forgot about that. He was in Wonder. I forgot. I always forget about Owen Wilson. Have you seen Owen Wilson's nose?
Probably.
It's like close up. Look at a picture of his nose.
Okay.
Owen Wilson, if you're listening, we're gonna look at your nose real quick.
And please give us money.
Look
What?
at his nose.
We don't need to shave his nose.
Look, I'm sorry. Well, he's got money.
Oh,
Look at that nose.
he's definitely broken that nose before.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's not a bad looking man.
No, he's not.
It's nice to find a flaw.
Yes. Yes.
You can kind of just look in his eyes.
I enjoy poking at the flaws in people. Like, hey, Jack, you're too good of a roommate.
You can stare at Owen Wilson's eyes forever.
He does have gorgeous eyes. How did we get here? This podcast is just sometimes a train
Guys,
wreck.
everyone at home, look up a picture of Owen Wilson. We're going to have the Owen Wilson eye stare. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mom, are you looking into Owen Wilson's eyes?
Joe's mom, are you looking into Owen Wilson's eyes?
Jack's mom, are you looking into Owen Wilson's eyes?
Owen Wilson, are you looking in a mirror? I hope so.
Owen Wilson, are you looking into my mom's eyes? Is he staring back at us?
Owen Wilson, what are you doing?
So, should we just move on to my topic?
I guess.
Or should we just keep talking about, what was it, Bumpety Boo?
Bumpety Boo.
We haven't been talking about him for a while.
I know.
We
I
got
was
to
going
Owen
to say
Wilson.
Putt Putt is a purple car who looks a lot like Bumpety Boo.
Is
And
he,
he also had a dog.
Is he in the same show?
No, he was like one of the point and click kids games like Pajama Sam.
Oh my god, there was a show I used to watch called Brum.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Sorry, continue.
No, I feel like I got to the end of it.
No. There was a show I would call Brum, and it was spelled B-R-U-M, and it was also about this car that, yeah, that's it. Oh my god, he's terrifying. Oh, I don't like him. I haven't seen it in years, but he's this yellow old car, and I think it was British. Like, all the best shows
He
come
looks
from
British.
Britain. Yeah, and he would go around, like, stopping crimes, and I would watch it, like, every morning before school, and I would play the games online, but, now that I look at him, I don't like him.
I didn't think it was possible for a car to look like a smoker, but it does. He's so small.
Well, yeah, he's a little yellow convertible with eyes, but the eyes are now what terrifies me. Wait, go to images.
Images?
More images. Oh, I don't like it. Why are his eyes red? He looks blazed.
For all our audio listeners, you should be scared.
I know this is great in an audio show, looking at pictures of Brum, but we like to encourage viewer activity. You know, we want to get you involved in the production of this multi-million-dollar
Yeah.
project.
So let's start with an icebreaker.
Uh-huh.
Look to the person at your left and say, 1, 2, 3. I respect you, and I will give $100 to the podcast, or else.
Or else. And the podcast is We're in it for the money,
Yes.
just in case you forgot. So, are we going to move on to my topic?
That's what I've been trying to do.
Well, I will. All right, we're going to talk about I was wondering, we have jokes. We like to tell jokes.
Let's tell one right now.
All right, you go.
We'll do the back and forth thing. I'll start the word. You'll do the next word, and it'll actually be a joke. Ready?
Okay.
1,
Chicken.
day,
Day.
walked,
2.
bar,
And
why,
did
long,
Karen.
face.
Anyway, we
I was doing one half of a joke. I thought you would complete it.
I was going to ask why Karen left me. And why did you combine two of the lamest jokes?
What? No. A horse walks into a bar,
Uh-huh.
and the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Oh, I thought we started with the chicken crossing the road.
Well, you started with the chicken crossing the road. You didn't read.
This is why we work well together.
Yeah. See?
I'm not doing that again. So I looked up how long have we been telling jokes? Ever since the dawn of time,
I
apparently.
was born.
I was looking up some old jokes, and I learned a lot.
Mhm.
We even back then, some of our jokes were just quite lowbrow. The oldest joke ever recorded, it was discovered in 2008, and it's more than 3,000 years old. And it was from Mesopotamia, which is basically where human civilization started.
It was written by Dane Cook.
In a Jeezit. Jack, this is the oldest joke ever recorded. Do you want to guess what it's about?
Poop.
You're very close.
Pee?
No.
Oh.
It's more
Fart.
Yes. The oldest
The
joke.
3 pillars of comedy.
The oldest joke in the world is a fart joke. And it goes something like this. Something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. That's the world's oldest joke. And now you want to hear the second oldest joke?
Sure.
This one's from Egypt.
Okay.
It says, how do you entertain a bored pharaoh?
Piece of string.
You sail a boatload of young women dressed only in fishing nets down the Nile and urge the pharaoh to go catch a fish.
What's a pharaoh? Is that a man?
It was like one of the king of Egypt.
Oh, the pharaoh.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a sparrow. We can edit that out.
No, we're keeping that. As long as I'm editing, I'm going to make you look as stupid as possible.
Well, I'm in control.
Oh, no. All these jokes were quite perverse.
Mm-hmm.
What hangs at a man's thigh and wants to poke the hole that it's often poked before?
A key.
A key. Very good.
I heard that one on Vsauce, I think.
Nice. Wait, Vsauce?
Yeah, he did a video about older jokes.
They tell jokes there?
Yeah. Vsauce?
I love
Michael
Vsauce.
here?
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll
He's
do
great.
a reenactment.
Okay.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Why are you alive?
Okay.
You good?
I'm great. Okay, so those were some of the oldest jokes. Now, there's a book known as the Philogillos, which is the oldest existing collection of jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was written around the 4th century AD in Greece, and it has around 265 jokes.
Okay.
And the jokes are organized into categories, including intellectuals, jokesters, incompetents, as in like not incompetence as in like the concept, like multiple incompetent people, horny women, rude people, and misogynistic men. Would you like to hear some of the jokes from the Philogillos? I don't know how to pronounce it. Philogillos.
I don't know.
So this one is in the intellectual category. An intellectual caught sight of a deep well on his country estate and asked if the water was any good. The farmhands assured him that it was good and that his own parents used to drink from that well. The intellectual expressed his amazement. How long were their necks if they could drink from something so deep?
Did he not know his parents?
No, it was the farmhand's parents.
Wait.
The farmhand was like, yeah, the water's fine. My parents drank it. And the intellectual was like,
okay.
Your parents' necks were long. And that was humor back then.
That's kind of rude.
Would you like to hear another intellectual joke? This is the rest of the episode, probably. An intellectual came to check in on a friend who was seriously ill. When the man's wife said that he had departed, the intellectual replied, when he arrives back, will you tell him that I stopped by?
So these are people that everyone hates.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess intellectual is supposed to be ironic.
Mm-hmm.
This one's one of my favorites. An envious landlord sees how happy his tenants are, so he evicts them all. So,
I feel like that's a Kanye West tweet or something.
these are all jokes that like they started out as normal, but then you put them into Google Translate like 50 times. This is in the jokester category. When a jokester who was a shopkeeper found a policeman screwing his wife, he said, I got something I wasn't bargaining for. Or it can be told like this. A witty tradesman finding a sergeant with his wife said, I found what I did not seek.
What is this?
I don't know.
I feel like that's the end of like an episode and it just does like a pinhole zoom on his face. Like, this is not what I was searching for. I was doing Home Improvement.
Oh, I was doing the sign. We have fun around here. Okay, I'll read a few more from Philogillos and then I'll move on.
Dr. Philogillos.
So, a misogynist was sick at death's door. When his wife said to him, if anything bad happens to you, I'll hang myself, he looked up at her and said, do me the favor while I'm still alive. That is a boomer joke right there. That is peak boomer humor.
Well, you know what the boomers say?
Wife bad.
I hate my wife. I wish I was dead. I wish she was dead too.
Okay, I got two more. Wishing to teach his donkey not to eat, a pedant did not offer him any food. When the donkey died of hunger, he said, "I've had a great loss. Just when he had learned not to eat, he died."
That's kind of good.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Okay, this one might be my absolute favorite. Consulting a hot-headed doctor, a fellow says, "Professor, I'm unable to lie down or stand up. I can't even sit down." The doctor responds, "I guess the only thing left is to hang yourself."
Sir, I think there's just a circle of humor, and we've reached the point where it's coming back to this. Where the punchline is, I really wish I or somebody else could die.
I think the circle is more of like an uppercase Q, and the line that's jutting out is like, "Me and the boys looking for beans."
Something went wrong there that didn't happen in any of the other circles.
I forgot about this one. Okay, one more from the joke book. An idiot sleeps in the bed next to his dad's, and every night he secretly stands on his bed, his dad's bed, to eat the bunch of grapes hanging above him.
Okay.
Because the dad had a bunch of grapes over his bed for some reason.
Well, it's a dream catcher.
Good
It
one.
catches only dreams about grapes.
One night, his dad hides a lamp under the bed and suddenly shines it on the idiot when he stands up. Still standing upright, the idiot starts snoring and pretends to be asleep. That's the joke. The end of joke. Would you like to hear a riddle from 1200 BC Mesopotamia?
I'll solve it.
You'll solve it?
I'll
Okay.
solve it.
Well, there's no definite answer, so I'd like to hear your solution.
Okay.
Okay. 3 ox drivers were thirsty. One owned the ox, the other owned the cow, and the other owned the wagon's load. The owner of the Are you all right?
I'm listening.
You need me to slow down?
I'm listening.
All right. The owner of the ox refused to get water because he feared his ox would be eaten by a lion. The owner of the cow refused because he thought his cow might wander off into the desert. The owner of the wagon refused because he feared his load would be stolen. So they all went. In their absence, the ox made love to the cow, which gave birth to a calf, which ate the wagon's load. The problem is, who owns the calf?
Okay. Wait.
You didn't even repeat anything?
No.
I know it was kind of a journey.
Can you ever really own a calf?
Oh. Ooh. All right, is that it?
I think.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's only 3 answers, so if I guess,
Uh-huh.
I'm at least 1/3 right.
Exactly.
That's math.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, what's the consensus? I'm gonna say it's the cow.
I should have looked up what people were saying.
Mhm.
All I did was just look at the riddle
What do you think?
and write it down. I think that
the rapist should keep the child.
I think that it's not about owning the calf, but the veal we can have in the future.
That doesn't help. That's a different question.
Moving on.
No,
What do
we'll
you
go
mean?
back. That doesn't make sense. Explain yourself.
I mean, it's not about who owns the calf. It's about
Yes, it is. That's the question.
It's about the delicious veal we can share as friends.
Isn't veal from deer?
No, it's from a baby cow.
No.
Yeah,
Veal is from deer.
Look it
Oh,
up.
venison.
you idiot.
Listen.
No, venison is a city in Italy, dumbass.
Venison. Vsauce says human meat tastes like veal.
I
I was
tried-
under the impression that was deer.
I wanted to do my persuasive essay on the benefits of cannibalism, and my teacher said it was too. Yeah, I'm right. And my teacher said it was too far out there. Like, this is college. I should be able to do whatever I want. Why am I even wearing clothes?
Well,
You know what?
That's kind of a jump.
You know what?
No, don't disrobe. There's a window.
It's a small window.
A window of opportunity.
Ooh. No. You want to hear some more old jokes?
Sure.
I know everyone else does. So now we're moving up to like the 1800s Victorian era. I found a couple. When passing a house on the road, 2 salesmen spotted a very peculiar chimney. They asked a flaxen-haired urchin standing near the house if it drawed well, whereupon the aforementioned urchin responded with, "Yes, it draws the attention of all the damned fools who pass this road." That's
Cool.
That's a real knee
I
slap.
feel like they kind of fell off with the punchlines here.
Oh yeah, that's like humor kind of devolved.
Who came up with this?
I don't know. It says 1870.
Oh, wait, the year 1870?
Yeah.
Oh, that was recent.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
was
bad.
recent. Matt, wow.
I feel like that was the worst phase of humor.
we
Like
were still
1870?
we were still getting over the war.
Yeah.
And now
Which
we were
war?
just dealing with like,
Which,
oh, now
what
I
was
got a
the... Wait, no, listen. What was the most recent war?
Civil War. What?
You passed this time.
The War of 1869. What would the War of 1869 be about? Who would be fighting?
Let me see.
Denmark and
It would
Greece.
be would be Florida And-
Oh, we're getting individual.
and the Atlantic Ocean.
That battle's still going on to this day. Hashtag climate
I
change.
hope Florida wins.
Okay, let's cool your jets.
Wait, so if it got really like extremely hot
Mm-hmm.
and the ocean like evaporated more,
Yeah.
would Florida just have more and more land? Or is there a certain point where they can't have it anymore?
We can't let Florida grow any stronger. They're already too strong. All right, you want to hear a Victorian era joke?
What was that,
one?
like 1889?
I think it's late 1800s.
Okay.
Why is a dog like a tree?
Wait, bark.
Because they both lose their bark when they're dead.
That's kind of mean.
Okay, this one is from 1896, and it was published in the Cincinnati Enquirer.
Okay.
This one is the worst one. A fellow tells his ma that there are 2 holes in his trousers, and then tells her that's where he puts his feet through. That's the joke.
There's 3 holes.
Oh my.
Wait.
Well, that's all that it said.
Okay.
I don't.
Let's do a riddle.
Okay.
If you get shot through your stomach,
Through
your stomach,
you point to midway up your rib cage.
and then someone behind you gets shot by the same bullet,
Mm-hmm.
and then they take off your shirt, how many holes does it have?
The shirt
Yeah.
or the person?
The shirt.
The shirt would have. Oh, it would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I gotcha.
I thought I could trick you.
I'm smart. Okay.
Maybe it's the way you're dressed.
My final piece on the matter
Mhm.
is Little Audrey jokes from 1930s America. No, these are my favorites.
Who's Little Audrey?
Little Audrey was like, in like 5th grade. Oh, wait, you were homeschooled.
Little Debbie's mom?
No. I don't think so. But Little Audrey was this, like, when I was younger, everyone would tell jokes about, oh, little Johnny was in class one day.
Mhm.
That's basically the same. They just
Okay.
needed a name to put with a little girl in these jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always so grim, and I love it. Okay, so here's the first one. These are from 1930s, like, Depression era America. We were in a dark place, and it shows. Okay. Little Audrey was sitting on the porch with her brother. She said, look, there's a quarter in the street. Her brother jumped up and ran into the street and was promptly squashed by a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Little Audrey just laughed and laughed because she knew it was only a nickel. Like, Little Audrey just laughed and laughed is like kind of a catchphrase.
Mhm.
That's like her catchphrase. Here's one I found on
You
Reddit.
can't have laughing as a catchphrase.
Yeah, that's trademarked.
That's lazy. Who trademarked laughing?
It's just the fact that this little girl is laughing at something so horrible.
I know, but who trademarked laughing?
Oh.
If you found out one person in the world had a trademark on laughing, who would it be?
Oh, it would be Woody the Woodpecker.
How does he laugh?
Oh,
Oh, who does?
that's Peter Griffin.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Sans just talking.
Lois.
Lois? How does she laugh?
No, that's just his catchphrase.
Lois.
Lois.
The name Lois is trademarked by Family Guy.
Wait, who tried to trademark something recently? Oh yeah,
The
didn't-
Fine Bros?
no, LeBron James tried to trademark Taco Tuesday.
Are you serious?
so.
Well, like Ohio State University tried to trademark the word the.
Oh yeah.
Stupids. All right, what did he trademark?
Yeah,
he tried to trademark
failed
Taco
to-
Tuesday. Oh my God.
The United States told him no.
The
Which
United
is it's the greatest power check in the world.
The United States Trademark and Patent Office said that the phrase was, quote, commonly
Wait.
used. What?
You said paid mark and tratent.
Did I?
It's patent and trademark.
You can't prove that.
It's on. It's recorded. I'm gonna loop that like 3 times right now.
No.
It's done.
Oh no, it's looping now as we speak.
No,
It's been a very long week. I'm just so glad that it's Friday. I'm gonna go
it's
and
Tuesday.
get. Oh my
Tacos.
Okay, you want to hear another little Audrey joke?
Uh-huh.
Because I love telling them.
I know.
Okay, this one I found on Reddit. Little Audrey was the only passenger on a plane that was about to crash. Great start.
Mhm.
The pilot said to the co-pilot, "There's only 2 parachutes. Grab the other one and let's get out of here." "But what about little Audrey?" said the co-pilot. "Forget little Audrey," said the pilot. Little Audrey laughed and laughed because she knew they didn't have time.
She's like Garfield.
It's
know-
I hate mine. It's just like, I hate human
No,
life.
like in the new Garfield lore, where
What's
he's like
the-
a demon.
I'm sorry, John.
Yeah. She's just like this evil spirit that follows people around.
Okay, we got 2 more. Little Audrey was playing with matches. Mama said, you better not do that. But little Audrey was awful hard-headed. She kept right on playing with matches. And after a while, she set the house on fire, and it burned right to the ground. Mama and little Audrey were looking at the ashes, and Mama said, I told you so. Now, young lady, just wait until your papa comes home. You certainly will catch it. Little Audrey just laughed and laughed. She knew all the time that Papa had come home an hour early and had gone to bed to take a nap. Okay. These are so bad.
Who is this Audrey person?
Imagine if she was made into like a cartoon.
Is she still alive? Do we need to kill her?
She needs to kill. We need to.
I'll kill her.
All of our problems in the world are because of little Audrey. Okay, last one. I think this was a fitting one to end on. Little Audrey was standing on the corner, just a-crying and a-crying, when along comes a cop who said, Little Audrey, why are you crying? And little Audrey said, Oh, I've lost my papa. The cop said, Why, little Audrey, I wouldn't cry about that. There's your papa right there across the street, leaning against that bank building. Little Audrey was overjoyed. Without even looking at the traffic, she started to cross the street. Along came a big 2-ton truck that ran over little Audrey and killed her dead. The cop just laughed and laughed. He knew all the time that that was not little Audrey's papa leaning against the bank building.
Good.
He heard little Audrey jokes. He was like, I'm gonna put a stop to
Is that the last
this.
one?
That was the last one I could find.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
There are probably many more out there that I will probably look up right after this episode
It'd be
ends.
cool if there was like an official list and that was the last one. Like a little Audrey a little LACU, if you will. The little Audrey comic universe.
Avengers. We just laughed and laughed. How long have we been recording? Does it say?
It's been about 40 minutes already.
40 minutes.
Let's each think of a riddle.
Okay.
2 men are walking in the woods.
Mm-hmm. Why?
One is wearing a hat and no shoes. Mm-hmm. The other has glasses. Solved.
I think it's about, the dichotomy of man and the darkness that you see, and when we're all walking through the woods buck naked except for a hat and shoes, like Yoshi.
Wait, oh yeah.
Yoshi is just a nudist.
Does he have a hat?
No, well, sometimes he can.
What hat does he wear?
It's a MAGA hat.
It's what was it?
Make America bring hat again.
It's an MMKGA hat.
What is that, Sam?
Make the Mushroom Kingdom great again.
Down with the monarchy. Yoshi will spark the revolution. Anyway, should we call it?
Wait, let me make sure it's still recording.
It's
still recording.
Oh boy, this is all
right.
new. This is at least better than our first episode, hopefully.
At least.
What?
Let's see if Sterling has begged for our forgiveness.
Nope. Has he said anything?
Nope.
Should we get him to do the outro?
That's okay.
You want to call him again?
Sure.
All right, we're going to call our buddy Sterling. In the meantime, I'm going to sing some... What am I going to... never mind. Sterling's going to pick up. Come on, Sterling.
That's the thing about Sterling is he always picks up the phone.
Mm-hmm. He's reliable like that.
Yeah.
Right?
And if he were to not pick up the phone...
Someone's getting stabbed.
There would be the ultimate price to pay.
They're all going to pay. Oh, he's at his little pledge dinner, isn't he?
Oh, we need you to do the outro.
The outro? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the song?
Yeah.
What? We have a song?
Yeah.
Outro song. Oh, no. Now it's time to go home. It's the outro of the Money Show. Jack and Joe.
You can't even remember the name of the show.
No.
What's the name of the show?
No, we're in it for the money.
Okay, thanks for the name.
Are we, Sterling? Because it seems like you aren't.
What?
Seems like you were only in it for the camaraderie, while Jack and I are slaving away at this microphone.
I'm in it for the money, I swear.
I hate you.
All right. We're gonna let you go.
Bye, outro. I'm stupid.
We're glad you died. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Have a good night. Go Thunderbirds.
15.